Hi everyone, I am Hannah Grace Q. Aguilar from BPAC 2020 and my topic is Nature and Scope of Public Policy. First, I will discuss the nature of public policy. A nature of public policy is crucial for the development process of a country and basically a collective action for the fulfillment of needs and aspirations of the people at large. Ang nature of public policy ay mahalaga para sa proseso ng pag-unlad ng isang bansa at karaniwang isang sama-sama pagkilos para sa katuparan ng mga pangangailangan at mithiin ng mga tao. Next, the following points will make nature of public policy more clear in your mind. First is public policies are oriented. This means that public policies are formulated and implemented in order to attain the objectives which the government has in view for the betterment of public. Second is public policy is the outcome of the government's collective actions. It means that it is a pattern or course of activity or the governmental officials and actors in a collective sense than being termed as their discrete, segregated decisions. Third is public policy is what the government actually decides or chooses to do. It is the relationship of the government units to the specific field of political environment and given administrative system. It can take a variety of forms like law, ordinances, court decisions, executive order, and etc. Fourth, public policy may be positive or negative. It is positive in the sense that it depicts the concern of the government and involves its action to a particular problem on which the policy is made. Negatively, it involves a decision by the government officials regarding not taking any actions on a particular issue. The scope of public policy. The scope of public policy has grown enormously, especially in developing countries, in response to the growing public needs and demands and the increasing impact of the other trends, such as the complexity of technology, social organization, industrialization, and urbanization. At present function of all government on the developing countries have significantly increased. They are now concerned with the more complex function of nation building and socio-economic progress. Today, the government is not merely the keeper of peace, the arbiter of disputes, and the provider of common goods and day-to-day services. It has directly or indirectly become the principal innovator, the major determinist of social and economic programs, and the main financier, as well as the main catalyst for economic enterprise and development. Ang scope of public policy, ito yung kung ano ang nagiging tungkulin ng gobyerno dahil bago tayo mag-set ng mga batas, ang gobyerno tinatanong muna nila sa majority ng mga mamamayan like sa social and economy, di sila basta-basta naggagawa ng pagbabago hanggat hindi nagtatanong sa mga tao. In short, dapat nagtatanong muna sila na lahat ng pagbabago alinsunod sa paniniwala nila. Right now, all governments function on the developing countries have significantly increased and they are now concerned with the more complex function of nation building and socio-economic progress. This is the components of public policy. Policy demands, policy decision, policy statement, policy outputs, policy outcomes. First is policy demands. Policy demands are demands or claims made upon public officials by other actors in the political system for actions or inactions on some perceived problem. Such demands may take the form of insistence that government ought to do something to a proposal for specific action on their matter. Second is policy decisions. Policy decisions are decisions made by public officials that authorize or give directions and content to public policies. Third is policy statements. Policy statements are, according to Anderson 1975, are the formal expressions or articulations of public policy. They include legislative statutes, decrees, presidential orders, administrative rules, and court opinions indicating the intentions and goals of government and the ways and means of realizing them. Policy outputs. Policy outputs, according to Anderson 1975, are tangible manifestation of policies or the thing actually done in pursuance of policy decisions and statements. They are therefore what government does as distinguished from what it says it will do. In response to the demands and claims made, governmental officials take policy decisions that provide directions and content to policy actions. These actions produce effects on the environment which are regarded as policy outputs. Fifth is policy outcomes. Policy outcomes refers to the real results produced. They indicate the actual impact on the target group. Policy outcomes are the consequences, intended or unintended, for society that results from action or inaction by government.